roster bubble players, is there anybody on the roster bubble to you that you're like, they are not gonna make it, or they're gonna make it, but they shouldn't make it? I'll begin.
Right.
This person, this individual, guess who, is going to make the team. They unfortunately sort of have to make the team. And it's really disappointing for me because I was hyped about this person. But they should not make the team, period. Do you know who this individual is?
I think I have a good idea of it. You know,
Give me your
I think I
best.
might be able to take a guess. I
Give
don't
me
know,
your best
man.
guess.
I feel like he wears a number 12.
Oh, it is Tim Boyle, bro. Tim Boyle. Oh my God. Hey, first of all, to you, well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Tim Boyle. Okay, listen, I was hyped when Tim Boyle was coming here. Even last year, kind of like I kept trying to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's got a cannon of an arm. But oh my God, it's like watching a kid with a super soaker out there. There's blowing water everywhere. It doesn't make any sense. Tim Boyle is so inaccurate. He is just so inaccurate. It is driving me insane. However, he's gonna make the team. I mean, if Goff goes down, I really think we're screwed, dude. I think it's just game over.
You think for sure he's making it?
I do. I think Tim Boyle makes the team because otherwise, David Blau, who I think has performed better than Tim Boyle all training camp, has performed better. He looked better than him last year as a whole. We should have been putting Blau in more in a lot of those situations. However, Tim Boyle as a whole, I think he makes the team because there's something that the coaching staff sees that I can't see, that I think we're not privy to. Maybe you are, that there's something in him that they love, that they like, that they're trying to grow and develop. And I'm just not seeing it. It's not there.
Yeah, I mean it's a tough one, man, because I'm with you. I thought like last year I didn't dislike him as much as most people did.
Yeah.
Last season. And I know I've talked about that, but this year I really do feel like at this moment, if it happened right now, if the Cuts made, Blau would be the backup quarterback. I think they would go that direction. I think I've seen recently he's been getting more of the 2-team reps. I just feel like he's kind of, into what you said, he has outperformed in my opinion, just because he's found more consistency than Tim Boyle has. Tim Boyle will make some good throws, but then like you said, then he'll come back and he just misfires big time. He had like a stretch there where he had like 3 overthrown passes, and it was just weird. It's like, how does that happen? It's strange. I think with Tim Boyle, man, it's like you said, there's things to like within his game, and he felt like when he was more comfortable last season, towards the end of the year, and the understanding of the offense, the consistency dialed in a little bit, but just the accuracy is just hit and miss, man. And I don't know if it's just not getting the feet set consistently. I feel like that's a big part of it, because it seems like when he's throwing off balance, things get really messed up in his technique, right? It just doesn't – the ball just starts flying all over if there's any bit of pressure. So I don't know. I just feel like right now, because I'm with you, I thought last year I was okay with Boyle, but I think this year, as of this moment, and it could change, I think Blau's ahead of him.
Okay. No, that's awesome. That's good to hear, because I think Blau definitely should be ahead of him, especially last year's training camp, this year now. I'm like, I think TB12 stays on the squad, but I think he deserves to be cut, unfortunately. And I hate saying that because, like, man, I don't want somebody to lose their job. But, Oh my God, if the Detroit Lions, if Jared Goff goes down, I think we're screwed at the QB helm. I think Blau would be the next best option for us with what we have on the roster. And as Breeze is saying, I'm hoping that Malik Willis doesn't become a stud as well. Yeah, what about you, man? Any other, I don't know, roster bubble guys, a guy that you think is going to be gone, a guy that should be gone? Tell me what you're thinking.
Yeah, a couple of that, because I was trying to work through this a little bit today just to update it a little bit. I think Mark Gilbert's on the roster bubble. I think he's right in there. We all know the cornerback position is deep, and if Jerry Jacobs ends up being on some sort of pup list, it opens up the spot. So maybe someone else slides in there, or maybe they just come in with like 6. Because I think we all feel pretty good on who there's going to be, and I think at this point Chase Lucas is saying he's making the team, which means I believe Mike Hughes will kick out, which makes it tough for Mark Gilbert. But at the same time, Mark Gilbert has been getting a lot of 2 reps, man. And I think the small sample size we saw last year, he wasn't bad. It was just very small. And I just think it's going to be hard to get into that spot just depending on how many guys are actually healthy. I had 4 names listed down. I did have Boyle on there.
Okay.
I had Garrett Griffin because I'm really trying to see what happens with Jason Kabinda, right? Does Jason Kabinda come in healthy? Or if he's not healthy, could he surprise? Could he? And then I had the backup tackles, Obina, Eze, and Dan Skipper, because right now, as much as I was rooting for Eze, I think right now Matt Nelson is leading that way. And there's a couple others, right? Like the Austin Bryants, and I think the final linebacker comes in. Is it Jared Davis? Is it Anthony Pittman? Right? I mean, it's a battle, man. There's a lot of spots like that.
Okay. I like it. Now, I don't hear any wide receivers. What do you think about Quintez Cephus?
Man, there is no way we're cutting this guy. Oh, you got it. But seriously, let's think about this though for a second, because I do gotta. Let's say, I hope this don't happen, but let's say for some reason we didn't have DJ Chark coming into a game. We know J-Mo's out. And we have Josh Reynolds. Who's across from him if Quintez doesn't make the team?
I mean,
who you putting over there?
You could shove Khalifa over there for a play, one play.
Right? I mean, is that where you want him, right? I mean, there's certain packages and third plays, I'm sure they like the speed. But, man, Quintez Cephus, he's got to make the team to me. It just would be crazy if he didn't.
That's fat. Okay,
I feel like you're starting to think that where he's not gonna make the team. Is that what's happening here?
No. Here's where I'm at. Okay, I'm glad you bring it up. That's a great point. I think Quintez Cephus does make the team. Coming into the season, I was like, "Ooh, he's a wide receiver 6, roster bubble type guy, depending on how he performs in training camp." However, in the beginning of training camp, when he was healthy, he looked great. And seeing how good he was looking, I was like, oh, okay, he's in. He's absolutely in. And then the injury, and I was like, oh my God, please no. So,
yep.
Obviously, we haven't heard anything about him. I think he does make the team. I think he's fine. We get into the season, because really when I looked at him in training camp, where he's at for the amount of injuries that he's had, it's just a matter of, can the guy stay healthy? Can he, please? Please, right. God.
Yeah. No, I mean, and I see the chat. They're like, that's another position where I mean, I don't know what you saw and stuff like that with Tom Kennedy. To me personally, I think Tom Kennedy, behind DJ Chark and the top 3 guys, I think he's been the best receiver out of all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, every time you throw it to him, he catches it.
It's incredible.
It's like, man, gives me some Danny Amendola vibes. We had him as things like that, right? He's just reliable. It's just he's not dynamic. He's not a special teams player. So I'm just like, I just don't see how he makes the team. Bro. But for me, I think Trinity Benson has a better shot making it. And I actually think right now he will make it above Tom Kennedy. But who's played better? To me, has been by far Tom Kennedy.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed. And you're right, though. What's scary is when you're that wide receiver 6 position, you also have to be a special teams guru. Yeah. You gotta be a guy on special teams. And so Tom Kennedy, I'm not. But you're right. Even watching him just Saturday, I was like, this guy's catching every single ball thrown at him. Yeah. Even somebody sailed a ball over. I think it was Boyle sailed the ball over his head, and he made a beautiful web gem. And I was like, oh my God, Tom Kennedy, like looking good.
What was that? What was that word you just used to describe that catch?
A web gem. You never heard of a web gem?
Web gem? No.
Yeah, that's called Sports Center 1998. That's what that was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when you were sick from school and you had to lay on the couch and you had to rewatch the exact same snippet of Sports Center it was like every 2 hours or 3 hour clip, whatever it was, and then you just watch it over and over, and they would do web gems, and that was it was a baseball term actually, where players are making beautiful catches in the webbing. Yeah, dude,
Web gem.
Web gem.